Anderson dropping back fast, looking toward the end zone. That one will go, rebounded by Conrad.
The 0-1 delivery from the righty Jones off the first base side. The breaking ball hit in the air toward left field. To the track at the wall.
This is Ezekiel Anderson's chance to put it in the end zone here with a second try. Receiver in motion, that's Selly. Turn and burn, goes back. Shotgun formation, handoff goes to Ezekiel Anderson. Tucks it and gets across the goal line. Ezekiel Anderson, touchdown, Red Hawks. There it is, the first one at home on this 2025 campaign. Anderson dropping back fast, looking toward the end zone, looking for Talon Ramirez. Caught by Talon Ramirez to the end zone. Mills wide open, and the dunk by the man in the middle, Jace Mills. Another serve here, over the tape, right with the pancake. Davies, back corner, and the Red Hawks get the point.
Quinn Wright. Now here's a guy, man. Run that back, put that on the highlight reel, coming out of nowhere, able to pancake the ball. As Teague sends this one towards goal. Leaping up and in, Chloe Teague from deep.
What a
Fits
shot.
it between the crossbar and the full extension of Gabriela Montez. That'll put the Red Hawks up by 1. What a shot from Chloe Teague.
Deep from, oh my goodness. Dre is unconscious right now with 21 points.
You're tuned in to Simpson University's Red Hawk Sports Network.
Hello fans and welcome into the James M. Grant Center. This is Jacob Green joined by AJ Raffaelli. Indoors finally. It's great to have you with us here for this evening edition of women's volleyball. The Red Hawks taking on the Pacific Union Pioneers, making the trip all the way up from England, California, just north of the Bay Area. The home opener in front of a whiteout crowd here from the Grant Center. AJ, what are you looking for going into this game? Nice little evening volleyball for us.
Yeah, I mean, these two teams have played each other a lot, the same conference. This is a very packed gym this evening. A lot of fans here, very excited for this home opener. I think we're going to see a lot of high-energy plays, a lot of high energy from this crowd, and this gym's going to get pretty loud.
And I can't wait personally. This is a PUC team that's a school rival, to say the least. 17-6 are the Redhawks versus PUC. 8-3 at home, 9-1 in their last 10. The last time PUC won was since October 6, 2018, was in a 5-set thriller on November 2nd, and they lost in the 5th set, 15-13. So even the last time PUC beat Simpson, it was very much by a very close margin. And tonight, Simpson will look to continue that streak and add a 10th W in the last 10 games. We await the serve here in front of a very loud gymnasium. Very different from some other games we've had this season as far as Simpson athletics goes, but happen to be on the call for an indoor sport for the first time this season. Serving it away will be the 5 of the Pioneers, Megan Chun. She'll get things started here for the Redhawks. She awaits, ready to serve it away. Little floater toward Napoleon. Set outside for Heath. It's gonna go, that pass is gonna go just a little bit too strong. Goes under the net, and the Redhawks will get the point to open up this game. And now TR Mans will serve it away. It was Sarah Hina on the set as well. Nice assist from Sarah Hina as PC's gonna try for a hit there. TR Mans with the dig now. Outside to Napoleon, and that's a kill. Kicking off the game strong right there with a quick couple of points, AJ.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like this the Simpson Lady Redhawks team is really trying to attack the deep ball early, trying to get those middle backs moving, get the libero thinking about dropping back, and it's really working out for them. We get the serve by Mans, dug up, hit by the Oppo, dug by Jimenez. Here's a set to our Oppo. The ball's dug by the middle back on the net, jousted for. We now see a free ball coming over for the Redhawks deep corner, and it's in there. Ooh. Great placement by the Pioneers.
Yeah, that was a good 50-50 call for TR Mans to just lay off of it. Hoped that it was going to go out of bounds. It kind of looked like it was out of bounds, but line judge right there with the best view in the house called it in. And now PUC will serve it away again. Malia DeSell. Beautiful dig there by Jimenez. Now PUC trying to work it back over the net. A little weak, dumped over. Set at the 1 hole by Sarah Hina. Now bump set from the 10-foot line, the try from DeWeese is good.
Yeah, that ball looks like the Pioneers are also trying to attack that opposite deep corner. That ball works out for them.
Now the serve goes straight to libero Jimenez. Napoleon with the try, dug beautifully by the PUC Pioneers libero Munoz. Now outside try from Heath, off the block, dug again. Here comes the bump set at the 1-hole joust at the net. Now PUC working all the way from the back after the tip drill. Set by Sarah Hina, outside Napoleon. Nice little rally going here. Dug again by Jimenez, dunked over the net. PUC off the tape, it rolls off, good for a point. All of the Pioneers were collectively awaiting the ball to come off a little bit hotter, and ended up all of that velocity just died with just all of what the net caught right there, and easy point for the Redhawks.
Yeah, we're probably going to see a lot of that. It looks like as this ball's blocked by the Redhawks for a Redhawks point. But Sarah Hina looks like she's got a couple kills, and as a short setter, I can tell you from experience that back row dump will be very lethal because you're still under the net. You can push that ball over, and people won't expect it. So we're going to probably see a lot more of that as this game goes on.
There's a serve handled by DeWeese. Now worked outside. Sarah Hina up into the rafters. PUC will get it right back. The 14 of Sydney Munoz serving it away for the Pioneers.
Looks like we got our first libero serve, so she'll have to stay serving in that spot if she wants to serve again.
Comes over, handed by Mello. Now worked outside to Napoleon, off the block. Heath now outside again to Napoleon. Dug by the 8 of DeSalle. Now from the 10-foot line, off the block, Napoleon helping it outside. And then Mello will dump it over. PUC will try again from the far side. Heath off the tape. Handled by Serahina. Napoleon going for the line right there. Gets the kill.
Yeah, that was a very interesting play as we got a substitution here. We have Mackenzie Tatarin coming in for number 11, Elizabeth Heath. She will probably become the new setter in a 6-2, as well as Serahina subbing out. Kare and Oshiro will be coming back in for the oppo position. But we're probably going to see that a lot, where as a hitter goes up and they get blocked, they're going to go right back to that hitter to try to catch the defense off guard as this serve is in by Tatarin.
Little bit of a fault there by the Pioneers. Set into the net. Now Tatarin will get another serve. Just a bit too strong. Redhawks up by a score of 6-4.
Yeah, it looks like we got another sub coming in for the Pioneers. So we have number 15, Alyssa Eilis, coming in for number 18, Ariana Mathern.
Pioneers serve it away, little floater. Handled by Jimenez. Now set outside. From the 10-foot line again, off the block. Mello handles it, set at the 1-hole by Tatarin. Dumped over, and PUC keeps on rallying. Napoleon with a try off the block. PUC tried to just a little once over, and then Kirsty Howell unable to react quick enough to it. Right there on the other side of the net. Similar thing that we saw a few plays ago with PUC. Just expected a little bit more velocity on it.
Looks like we have a dispute. Ref had to give some information to the captain there, but it looks like it's all good now.
Alyssa Eilis serving it away, and very quickly the Redhawks respond with a side out.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of good from both teams. That float was a really good float. It hooked at the last second, but good pass by the Red Hawks. They put it away, which is what you want to see as we have Mariah Napoleon on the serve here.
Great dig there from Sydney Munoz to the Pioneers. Tatarin looks like she made a little contact with the net on that set there. Had to kind of get out of position for it and ended up setting it low anyways, where Tiara Mans was ready outside, but would have just had to free ball it over. Now 7-6, Simpson up by 1. As this one goes out on the service error there from Paige Marsh of the Pioneers.
Looks like we got the Simpson libero serve here. Jimenez serving in this spot, so she'll have to stay there the rest of the game for serving. As this ball is passed up by the Pioneers, set out to the oppo. Rolled into the court, and looks like it's still up, but they can't get it over. Great effort by Jimenez trying to get under that ball, crash in the middle. Good spot by the Pioneers to pick out that open spot in the middle of the court there.
Yeah, that kill coming in from Anara Jefferson. And unfortunately, the Redhawks there just ran out of hits to work with. After a couple of, just keep the ball up scenarios. Now off the tape, caught all the Redhawks off guard as it lands right around the 10-foot line on the serve from Paige Marsh. And Marsh will get another serve here in a 8-8 first set here of the home/conference opener for the Redhawks from the James M. Grant Center. This one's going to float up and away out of bounds. Redhawks will get it back.
Looks like we got our 6-2 setter oppo subs coming back in for the Red Hawks. So we're going to see the original lineup coming back in here as number 3, Brooke Serahina, goes back to serve and to start her setting rotations.
Serahina will serve it away. Off the shoulder of Jordan de Guzman.
Yeah, that's a tricky spot. That deep float serve is really going to be the deciding factor here. If it can hook down and hit on that line, they have to think about passing it. So that's a really good spot by Serahina here.
Malia DeSalle diving to her right, just can't get to it cleanly as it goes out of bounds. Serahina on a little bit of a scoring run here. 11-8 here in the first set, handled by DeSalle. Now Serahina with the set to Mans. That'll be another kill in the book for the Red Hawks. Off the block, went out of bounds, and Serahina stays hot. She'll get to serve again. Little floater. De Guzman. Up, now dunked over by PUC. Jimenez sets it up for Mans. Goes off the libero, number 14 of PUC, Sydney Munoz, and out of bounds. And that will warrant a timeout call from PUC, breaking the action. We'll be back in a little over a minute.
You can go anywhere and get a degree, but where you're going to get the degree and have a little bit of a more meaningful impact in your life.
Everyone's like so outgoing and wants to know each other and wants to get together and hang out.
There's so much to do. You can go hike or you can go down to the lake.
Never been fishing before, did it up here, snowboarding. I mean, everything I've done with this community and the people has just been super fun.
The professors actually know your name. It's awesome. They want people to be here and they want people to succeed.
You're never alone. Like, there's always resources and people to help you.
This will bring power into this.
Something that made me want to come to Simpson was hearing about how people have grown their faith with God.
There's so much the school has to offer, whether that be like spiritually, academically, sports. Like, it's just good all around, and it's great people, great mentors, great professors, coaches, you name it.
Experience,
learn, grow,
and impact
at Simpson University.
Hello fans, and welcome back to the James M. Grant Center here in Redding, California. It's great to have you with us here on this Thursday night edition of women's volleyball here at Simpson University in Redding, California. I'm Jacob Green, joined here by AJ Raffaelli. It's great to have you with us. This one served away by Serahina, dunked over, and almost dug cleanly by Alexia Andea. Just, I mean, full throttle, diving for it, full extension, and bounce it off the forearms to the face. Unfortunate bounce right there.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate, but you love to see two players going after a ball in the seam. That's what you want to see as a coach. It means they're aggressive, trying to get that ball up. As we wait from this Pioneer serve by Megan Shun. This ball's in the court, dug up by Jimenez. Serahina with the set, the one-handed set to the middle, and Shackelford puts it down. What an amazing set by Serahina. Great job on the defense, try to get that ball up, but what a swing.
$14-9 now. Mans to serve it away from that far side. Overhand floater. Now outside hit coming. Dug by Jimenez. Set up by Serahina outside. Flying in, Napoleon. Off the block, it goes out of bounds. And Mans will serve it away again.
Well, as a coach, you love to see hitters hitting for high hands. It means it's either going to go deep corner or it's going to go off for a block. That's pretty good. That's what we want to see. The serve comes in by Mans.
Popped up there by De Guzman, handled out of bounds by Chun. Now dumped over, free ball, Mans to Serahina. Napoleon. Now PUC chasing it out of bounds, but will run out of room. And the Red Hawks get yet another point, 16-9 now, as they've gone on a little bit of a run here after the timeout call from the Pioneers head coach Andrew Randolph. Mans dug right off the floor from Sydney Munoz. Now Jimenez sets it to Heath. Outside goes cross court. PUC set back up, outside again. Over the block, handled by Jimenez. Serahina now mans from the 10-foot line straight away. PUC defending well. Chun now back mans, set up for Serahina. Serahina toward the far side. Napoleon dunks it over. And the Pioneers will try again. Poked over. Serahina with the set again. Heath, another try, blocked. And just out of the reach of Jimenez, diving back, just couldn't quite get to it. Went off the block and unfortunately not quite able to get to it there, as Emily Mello will check in for Tiara Mans, as the 8 of PUC, Malia DeSalle, will serve it away toward the Redhawks. Goes right to Jimenez, set up by Serahina. Heath from the near side, off the block, off the net, now dumped over, free ball. Mello handles it. Set by Serahina right at the 1 hole, and the smackdown coming in from Abigail Shackelford.
Yeah, it's 2 kills by Shackelford on this middle rotation here, really trying to get up and attack that libero spot, it looks like. Doing a really good job getting around that middle block and putting that right in front of the libero. Great effort by Munoz, but she unfortunately could not get that ball up.
Here PUC working it back again. Dumped over by Kayla DeWeese, but now serving it away again is Abigail Shackelford. Little floater. Set up by Chun and roofed by Heath and Kirsty Howell. But unfortunately that ball going out of bounds, and PUC will keep serving it away. Sydney Munoz. Napoleon. Serahina. Defended well by PUC as they try again over the block. Jimenez with the up, now Serahina outside. Napoleon off the block, stays in bounds. And another kill racked up for the Redhawks there.
Yeah, it looks like that ball, Serahina trying to set that 3 for the fast tempo middle ball, and that actually opens up the outside, because the next time the middle comes in for a 1 and that outside's 1-on-1, and that's pretty much a day and night ball for Mariah Napoleon as Tatterin serves this ball in.
DeWeese with the up, now the set dumped over by DeWeese again. Now 1 hole off the tape. It looked like Napoleon and Mello converging on that one. They both ended up passing it over, and this one goes just off the hands of Jimenez diving to her right, and then goes out of bounds. This PUC has some substitutions rolling in, as the 15 of the Pioneers, Alyssa Eilis, will serve it away for the Pioneers. Tatterin, Napoleon, Jimenez, and Mello all awaiting.
Yeah, it looks like they just didn't really get a good conversion on that offensive possession here, as they got 4 touches. Let's see if they can get something on this next ball here. Emily Mello with the pass. Tatterin sets the outside. Here comes Oshiro with the swing. Dug up by Munoz. Pioneers at their middle, blocked by our middle. This ball set out to the oppo here as they roll it over, and that ball's in the net. Good job in both teams keeping that ball alive, trying to get some good offense going, controlling what can't be controlled. Sometimes when you get up that chaotic play, you just got to put a ball up and kind of slow the game down, try to get it back in your favor. So good maturity by both teams, way to control the patience of the ball.
Yeah, Nara Jefferson right there just served it right into the, I should say, attacked it right into the net. This one's going to be hit over by PUC. Tatterin with the up to Jimenez, the bump set. Now Oshira defended well yet again by PUC before they try again. Diving to her right is Napoleon. Not able to fully get it up. Goes off of her hand and onto the hardwood floor. The Redhawks still up by 6. As PUC will get set to serve it away. Jimenez with the up. Tatterin outside. Man's coming in off the block by Jefferson, and not sure which other Pioneer that was, but there was no Red Hawk in sight after it goes off the block. And PUC will get it right back for Jordan de Guzman to serve it away. She serves it right into the net. as Jimenez will serve for the Red Hawks. From that far side, little floater toward this near side of PUC. And in between the block right there, right at the net. And the Pioneers get a point. Trying to climb back into this first set here, but still down by 5.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting a little bit of life, getting some good defensive opportunities, putting the ball away on that first ball over, which is what you want to see, good offensive efficiency. This ball served in. Set by Tatterin to Mans. Mans puts it down, dug up by the libero spot. We're going to see a free ball coming over for the Red Hawks. Ball on the 10-foot line, set off the net to the outside, roll over the net, good up by the Pioneers. Here they come with offense, a little outside. Ball looks like it's outside the antenna, so that'll be a point for the Red Hawks. A little chaotic there. I think both teams were a little bit antsy, trying to get something going, trying to get some momentum to close out this set, and then luckily it goes in the way of the Red Hawks.
Yeah, been quite a chaotic game so far, and for us specifically, just, still getting names underneath our belt seems even faster, I would say, as this is served away by Serahina, the setter. Outside, Pioneers working all the way from way beyond the 10-foot line, dunked over. Jimenez, set by Serahina, and the kill. Just easy as 1, 2, 3 right there for the Red Hawks. The kill by Abigail Shackelford. And now 23-16 as the Pioneers will call another timeout to try and ice this first set. We'll be right back in about a minute.
The main reason I wanted to transfer here was just the faith aspect. I wanted to build my faith and get stronger and build a closer relationship with the Lord. I think this was the best place to do it.
Something that made me want to come to Simpson was hearing about how people have grown their faith with God and just being surrounded by a family that makes them feel at home.
I feel like coming here, I'm able to understand why I believe what I believe through Scripture.
I felt like God kind of put a calling and he told me to come here.
Since we live by the Spirit, let us keep in step with the Spirit.
It allowed me to dive deeper into my faith. My faith is way more stronger than before I came here.
I feel like I've grown much more closer to God.
That helped me grow in my faith to talk about it a little bit more, be a little bit more outspoken about it. I'm thankful for it.
Hello, fans, and welcome back to the James M. Grant Center here in Redding, California. Jacob Green joined here by A.J. Raffaelli as the 3 of Brooke Serahina serves it away. PUC on the attack, off the block by Heath, dumped over. Now PUC will work it over the net again. Handled cleanly. Serahina with set. Mans outside. Kill coming in from Tiara Mans over there on that far side to get this first set at match point.
Yeah, looks like we're going to see the Red Hawks try to close out this set. I would be shocked if they did not go to Shaq in the middle here. She seems to be putting that ball down with really high efficiency, getting that ball in front of her, getting it down. As we see the counterattack by the Pioneers, the ball touched over. Jimenez digs it up. Set to the oppo here. Heath puts it to the deep corner, and that's going to be in for the set. Great spot between the middle back and the right back by Heath as she puts this set away.
And the Red Hawks take the first set, 25-16. We'll be right back after this short break for the second set of this home opener here from the James M. Grant Center in Redding, California.
Whether you can go anywhere and get a degree, but where you're going to get the degree and have a little bit of a more meaningful impact in your life.
Personally, it's brought me out of my shell for sure. I'm very introverted into myself. And then coming here, everyone's so outgoing and wants to know each other and wants to get together and hang out.
There's so much to do. You can go hike or you can go down to the lake.
Go play golf. People that work here, never been fishing before, get it up here. Snowboarding. I mean, everything I've done with this community and the people has just been super fun.
Academically, I have managed to put much more time and effort after practices, into the books. Before there's an athlete, there's a student.
You grow here a lot more just because the people you're put around and the professors they have here and just the faculty.
The professors actually know your name. It's awesome. They want people to be here and they want people to succeed.
You're never alone. Like, there's always resources and people to help you.
This will bring power into this, and then you'll have another one that's going to the light bulb.
Living here has made me much more independent, and it has made me much more of a disciplined person.
Feels like family. You feel supported by everyone you're with. It's a good community.
People are so welcoming here. It's just an awesome environment.
I think it's the best thing about it. I made the best relationships I've made in a really long time here.
Building relationships and deepening your faith, it's allowed me to really go in depth within the scripture.
Something that made me want to come to Simpson was hearing about how people have grown their faith with God.
If you want to continue on growing with your faith, Simpson University is the best place.
There's so much the school has to offer, whether that be like spiritually, academically, sports. Like, it's just good all around, and it's great people, great mentors, great professors, coaches, you name it. Everyone's here to help, and everyone wants to see each other succeed here.
Experience,
Learn, grow,
An impact.
at Simpson University.
Simpson University was named a 5-star Champions of Character institution for the 2023 to 2024 school year, as they received a perfect score, 100 out of 100 points. Simpson University has also earned the Sportsmanship Award in the California Pacific Conference for the 2023-2024 school year, as they embodied true professionals on and off the field. You're tuned into Simpson University's Red Hawks.
Hello, fans, and welcome back to the James M. Grant Center here in Redding, California. Set number 2 coming at you as we get ready to get underway. Jacob Green joined here by AJ Raffaelli. It's great to have you with us here on this Thursday night edition of some women's Red Hawk volleyball. I'll say that 10 times fast, AJ. Let me tell you. Well, walk me through what you saw in that first set from both teams.
Yeah, a lot of great defense. The dig totals getting up there for sure. Both teams keeping the ball alive. But we also see on the offensive side, the Red Hawks really getting efficiency out of their pin hitters, as this ball is killed by the Pioneers for the first point of set 2.
Yeah, lots of digs, lots of defense, and it's been a lot of good rallies, to be honest. A lot of rallies ending not even via the kill, but just the high IQ plays, as Malia DeSalle will serve this one away. One-hand set from Sarahina goes just a bit too close to the net. Mans can't get to it in time, and PUC's quickly up 2-0.
Yeah, it actually looked like the Pioneers may have got away with one there, as de Guzman, who's one of their defensive players, didn't get her sub off in time to get the offensive player up there. So they got lucky, got out of it, as this serve by the Pioneers goes in the court. Passed up by Mans, set right back to her. Has to bump it over. Munoz with the pass. This ball set to the backside, and looks like that will barely be under the block, and it'll be a Red Hawks point.
And now the Red Hawks climbing back into it after starting down 2-0. Mans will serve it away. From this near side. Right at Munoz, who digs it, sets it up to Chun, and goes right off of Sarahina. It's going to go way far and out of bounds, as Mans will sub out for Shackelford. Now serving it away for PUC is number 6, Reese Rogers. Set by Sarahina. Napoleon off the block, it rides the net down before Sarahina will set it over. Now from the one hole, pushed over by Paige Marsh. And PUC just able to get the ball over, right time, right spot. as they lead here in set 2, 4-1, bouncing back heavily as we have just gotten underway here in the second set. Rogers serves it over, set by Serahina from the one-hole. Shackelford goes off the block. Now PUC tries again from the one-hole. Dug by Mello, set by Serahina, and goes just over the leaping Abigail Shackelford. And PUC now gains a 5-1 advantage here in this second set, going on a scoring run to open it up. Reese Rogers will serve it away again toward the Redhawks. And just out of bounds. Good eye there from Jimenez and Emily Mello for the Redhawks.
Yeah, it looks like the Pioneers, the between set timeout, if you will, looks like their message was very clear. Offense, offense, offense. They're really trying to attack this ball, and it's putting the Redhawks in the back foot a little bit here as this ball is passed up, set to the middle. Looks like that ball might have been touched off the middle block. The line judge on the home side calls it a touch, so that will be the Pioneers' point.
Now a set of subs come in for the Pioneers, as Alyssa Eilis will serve it away.
Looks like there's a captain dispute here. Serahina coming to talk to the up ref. Must have been something with the sub. I saw Shackelford come on for Jimenez to serve, I assume, but it looks like Jimenez will be on for Shackelford now as we can continue this game.
There comes the serve from Eilis. Dug by Jimenez. Serahina to Napoleon outside off the block. Handled by Jimenez. Serahina again with the set. Back toward Heath off the tip right there for PUC as they try again from the far side over the block. Mello with the dig. Serahina the set. Shackelford dunked over off the block, off the net. PUC gets it back up and over. Now Napoleon trying to slam it off the block, and it goes out of bounds. The Redhawks walk away unscathed and get the point right there. Now only down 3 as we get a round of subs in. Tatterin for Heath, and a couple others on the PUC side. Now Tatterin to serve it away. And immediately shanked out of bounds by PUC's number 7, Kaylee DeWeese.
Yeah, that's a challenging ball. Cross-court float by Tatterin. It's really hard to get around that ball and bring that back towards the center of the court. Looks like she might try to attack it again as Munoz passes this ball off the 10-foot line, set to the outside, and that ball will be in the net. Redhawks looking like they're picking up a little bit of a run here, trying to counteract the run that the Pioneers had earlier in this set.
That's a couple of times Anara Jefferson has shanked it right into the net as Tatterin will serve it away. DeSalle now from the 10-foot line gets it past the block of Howell.
So that looked interesting there. They're calling the ball down, but what I saw from my perspective here is that DeSalle, when she hit that ball, it went off of her hand and then hit her foot. So I think the correct call should have been a double contact. They could also make the ruling that it was one athletic movement, so it doesn't count as double contact, but I did not see the ball hit the ground there, so we might be getting away with one that it wasn't called a replay here. But it looks like number 4, Anaya Thomas, will sub in for DeSalle. As she passes this ball, looks like it goes out to the outside, set up. Going to be a free ball for the Redhawks here as Tatterin has to take it. And look at the set by Serahina. Oh, and it looks like it was just barely out of bounds on the swing from Howell. Very close spot. I really like what I'm seeing there, though, because trying to attack that deep corner with the middle is really hard ball to dig. But a little bit unfortunate that that ball goes wide.
Yeah, just about probably half a foot out of bounds. It was by a very close margin. Great look there. And AJ, something to note as well, the Redhawks have climbed all the way back into this one. They're only down 1 now. And now all knotted up at 7. Perfect timing right there. After Napoleon and Jimenez let it go, land out of bounds. Napoleon will serve it away as Mans will sub in for Emily Mello.
Yeah,
and that hit by Kirsty Howell cross court was just a great look, but just a little bit outside the chalk.
Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed that there, but Jimenez did a great movement there. As that ball was going over the net, she followed it all the way past the line. A lot of players would not go for that ball if they think that it's out, but I think it's a great job as libero to kind of get the energy in your team going, get them used to following the ball, making sure that that ball is out before it lands. as it looks like we might have an issue with rotations here. The down ref was talking to PUC's head coach, but it looks like the Red Hawks will be subbing Ryan Napoleon out, and number 33, Michelle Sams, will come in to serve. This is her first appearance this match.
She serves it up. Set by Eilis now. Dumped over, but called a double. And Sams will get to serve yet again.
Yep, so it looks like that ball's going to be called a double. For those of you at home, they changed the double rules a little while ago, so there's no longer emphasis on the spin on your side, but if it goes over the net, it will have to be clean as this ball is set to the outside for the Pioneers, dug up by Jimenez. Serahina with the set to the middle. Howell swings over the top. Pioneers get a good dig, though, setting up their middle. Blocked by Howell, up by Munoz, going outside this time. And that ball carries out wide, just a tad bit to the middle back. Great job from both teams, great defense. I love what I'm seeing of them both trying to attack with the middles. That's the best opportunity you have of getting a quick point, as we see Sams back to serve again.
Getting through the double block there was PUC, but unfortunately just a bit too high and went out of bounds. As Heath handles this one, Serahina comes way out to set it. Mans over cross court off the hand of Sydney Munoz coming in and moving to her left. And the Red Hawks go up by 3 here in this second set. They won the first set by a score of 25-16, and now Michelle Sams will serve it away again. And just into the net, just barely. Now PUC to serve.
Looks like Napoleon will be coming back in for Sams to go play back row defense in the outside spot as the Pioneers do a double libero substitution. Munoz will be serving for number 3, Paige Marsh.
Here's the serve from Sydney Munoz. Dug by Jimenez right off the hardwood. Now Mans off the set. Goes right at PUC. And then had a watermelon coming back over the net and just a little too hard on it. Didn't quite get down on the ball enough and went out of bounds. Now serving it away again is Munoz to Jimenez. Serahina. Now Napoleon from behind the 10-foot line gives it right back to Munoz. Set up outside off the block. Just out of bounds. The block coming in from Kirsty Howell and Serahina on that far side.
Yeah, it actually looks like the Red Hawks have switched to that 5-1. Serahina and Heath will be staying in. That means that there isn't a front row dump option for Serahina as this ball's hit cross court by Mans and it lands in that deep corner right behind the libero. And one thing that I'm noticing, it looks like the Pioneers are shifting the other way. Traditionally, you'd see the libero move up, middle back move towards that deep corner opposite to the hitter, but it looks like they're moving that libero down, trying to cover that deep corner and moving their middle back towards the hitter. It's good for bounce balls, but that runs the risk of that deep corner shot kind of falling over as Jimenez digs his ball over. Serahina will set Mans again, and once again attacking that angle. She's really finding a lot of success in that middle back angle towards the libero side because of that gap being left by that shift. So we might see something change here, but great spot by Mans.
Yeah, just another great spot. Again, like you said, AJ, hitting cross court, able to find a gap as this one shanked by PUC's number 2, Jordan de Guzman. Goes out of bounds, and that will warrant a PUC timeout. The Red Hawks rallied back. They were up 13-10. We'll be right back after this. I cannot wait.
Like golfing? Do you want to help support Simpson Athletics? Well, now you can do both. Sign up for the Simpson University Golf Tournament at simpsonredhawks.com/golf classic. Get a chance to play a full 18 holes at Riverview Country Club in Reading. Participants will receive a Nike Polo and get the opportunity to partake in various challenges and activities throughout the day. Sign up today at simpsonredhawks.com/golf classic. Need a plan for future goals and investments? Call Merrill Lynch Financial Services today. They can help you build a successful financial plan. Simpson alum David Van Dyke is committed to creating a financial plan that will help you reach your long-term goals. Simpson University is a proud sponsor of Nike, the official on-field gear of your Simpson University Red Hawks.
Hello, fans, and welcome back to the James M. Grant Center here in Redding, California. AJ, I almost did it again. I almost said Tiger Field. I've been calling Colt 45 games for 2 summers now, and man, it just, that you hit that Redding, California. I want to say Tiger Field every time. Anyway, here is Jimenez serving it away. And PUC dung it over, set by Serahina. She dumps it over as PUC keeping it alive. Now gonna try again. Serahina with the set. And Mans off the tape, keeps it in bounds. I was surprised for a second. I thought that was called out of bounds and was caught in the middle of all that. Thanks, AJ, for the hand signals there. Second set of eyes on the play always helps, especially in a fast-paced game like this, as Jimenez sends it toward that far side corner. Now bump set, outside try, Pioneers over the block. Jimenez to Heath, now dumped over deep by Shackelford. PUC sets it up again from the one-hole, poked over, just in bounds. Thought it was going to be out, but just kept inside those lines over there on that far side.
Yeah, that's a tough ball to get as that right back defender. You're looking for that bounce ball. You're dug in. That ball was put barely behind the 10-foot line. He's made a great effort, but unfortunately could not get to that ball in time before it hit the floor.
Now the serve coming in from Chun. Jimenez, Serahina outside. Mans looking for a gap. Just out of bounds. There it is, AJ. Mans looking for that gap in the defense, but overshooting it just a tad there. It looked like she might have been trying to hit this near side line, but trying to approach from the cross court. On the cross court, didn't quite work. Now one hole poked over by Shackelford. PUC sets it up again. Beautiful set there from the 10-foot line, goes cross court out of bounds. On the attack, error.
Looks like we have a sub here. It looks like Oshiro will be going front row for Heath. So kind of still a 5-1, but kind of that modified. Both the Oppos getting a chance to play here, but Serahina staying in as the setter as she serves it away.
Now helped by Munoz before it's just spiked over. Serahina and Mans registering yet another kill. Just hitting that near side line, and again, gap in the defense in that back row, and she's able to get on top of that ball and just hit it with such power. You can hear the smack from up here. As Serahina, with a little too much power, serves this one out of bounds. 16-13, the Redhawks lead here in this second set. Now serving it away for the Pioneers is Malia DeSalle. Mans with the dig, helped by Jimenez, and inbounds. PUC watched it drop right inside the line, and the Redhawks register a point.
Wow, I mean, I'm shocked because they actually followed that ball to that line. I think they thought it was going out, but it, unfortunately for the Redhawks, dropped in. But great effort by Jimenez to call the ball, running all the way across the court to take that, as Mans gets an ace here, serving that cross-court float. It's a very difficult float to pass, and once again, attacking number 7, Kaylee DeWeese, as it looks like we have a Pioneer substitution. Number 4, Anaya Thomas, will be going in for number 8, Maria DeSalle.
Yeah, and just surprising move there, just watching it fall, but also on the serve by Mans, the floater coming in for it was the 7 of DeWeese, and just ended up shanking it as she hits this one off the block, goes out of bounds. PUC gets the ball back.
I will say, as a coach, you love to see it. Sometimes the ball doesn't go your way. For instance, you shank a pass, but DeWeese coming right back at it with some aggression on the offensive side, trying to make up for it, and she gets the point.
Now Reese Rogers will serve it away for the Pioneers. (18-14) here in this second set after the round of substitutions. Gets checked in. Now the serve. Jimenez to Serahina. Outside Oshira. Handled by Megan Chun. Now from the 10-foot line, PUC trying again. Set by Serahina, near side. Napoleon. Inbounds right in front of the back chalk. That puts the Redhawks up by 5.
That's a great attacking spot. It looks like both the outsides on the Redhawks, they're starting to stray away from that cross-court middle back angle, and they're now going to that near side angle between the middle back and the right side defender. So definitely trouble for this Pioneers defense. They're moving the ball around very well, getting some good offensive looks and getting some points out of it.
Abigail Shackelford to serve it away for the Red Hawks here in this 19-14 set number 2. This one's sent toward the crowd here. Now Shackelford to Sarahina. Napoleon trying to go for the cross court there, just couldn't quite get behind it on the shallow set.
Yeah.
PUC will get the ball.
Looks like a bit of a miscommunication. I saw it a couple times, Napoleon running inside for that ball, but it looks like Sarahina is setting a normal outside ball, so they got to work on that a little bit, make sure they get that dialed in to convert next time.
Now Ryan Lee sends it toward Emily Mello. Sarahina sets it 10-foot line. Napoleon cross court, handled by Leanne Colantis. Now Jimenez to Sarahina. Outside Oshira is going to have to just bump it over. Set back up, outside try coming in from DeSalle. Handled by Mello again. Sarahina trying the quick jump set to dump it over and catch the Pioneers off guard. Didn't quite work, went off the tape. And now serving it again will be Ryan Lee for the Pioneers.
Yeah, it looks like the Pioneers going for different looks here. They got a new setter, new libero, trying to get some defensive ups here. As this ball served in, passed by Mello. Sarahina with the set to the middle, and put down by Kirsty Howell. Great job getting on top of that ball, turning it away from the middle blocker, attacking that setter spot. Fantastic pass by Mello to set it up. Great set by Sarahina. Just an all-around great play by the Red Hawks. Looks like we have Mackenzie Tatterin back to serve, subbing in for the first time in this second set. She'll do a floater across the net. Oh, and it barely gets dug up by the top of the net. Does not go over, so the Pioneers get that point. And we got some subs coming in here. Returning for the Pioneers, we have DeSalle and De Guzman. And then returning for the Red Hawks will be Oshiro for Tatterin.
Oshiro checking back in. It's the Pioneers' number 2, Jordan De Guzman, will serve it away. Little floater sent toward Emily Mello, set by Sarahina at the 1 hole off the block. Headed out of bounds, but not before it finds the hands of De Guzman, who just couldn't quite get a clean play on it. That puts the Red Hawks up by 4. They're 4 points away from putting this second set away. As Michelle Sams will check in for Napoleon.
Looks like Tiara Mans also checks back in for Mello. I'd be shocked to see if they did not go to Tiara Mans here. She's been putting the ball away pretty good.
Yeah, her and Napoleon all night long have registered a ton of kills. The double block here is no good. Got contact with it, but just landed on the Red Hawks side of the net. PUC staying alive. They're down by 3. As Leanne Colantes will serve it away for the Pioneers. Sent shallow. Napoleon moving in for it. Goes over the net just straight up off of contact. And then Anara Jefferson again into the net. She's 0 for 3 thus far, trying for kills. As the Red Hawks now 22-18, they lead. Serving it away is Brooklyn Jimenez from this near side. Sends it toward the middle, handled by De Guzman, and out of bounds. Unable to get to it there was Reese Rogers. And Jimenez will serve it away again for the Red Hawks. Sent toward the middle. Colantes handles it before it's set up by Lee. And then no one approaching. Just a little bit of a miscommunication there. Will put this second set at match point. And it's up to Brooklyn Jimenez to take this second set for the Red Hawks as she floats it over. Handled by Lay. Now dumped over. Jimenez with the one arm up to Mans, out of bounds. Now it's going to have to be free balled over by Napoleon. Sends it deep. Colantes set up by Lee. Now Anara Jefferson dunks it over. Just catching the Red Hawks off balance there. And again, the Pioneers staying alive.
Yeah, great job by the Pioneers there, calming the chaos, putting the Red Hawks on the back foot and converting on that play. However, if you are the Red Hawks, this is where you want to be. 24-19, it's set point. All you have to do is pass a ball, get a good set, and put a ball away here.
Now Chun sends it to Napoleon. Napoleon to Sarahina outside, Mans off the block, goes out of bounds, and the Redhawks will take set number 2. As we head to the third set, the Redhawks have a chance to sweep the match and improve to 4-13 on the year here in this conference home opener. The Redhawks up by a score of 2-0 for Jacob Green and AJ Raffaelli. We'll be back in a little under 3 minutes for the third set of this game.
I think you can go anywhere and get a degree, but where you're going to get the degree and have a little bit of a more meaningful impact in your life.
Personally, it's brought me out of my shell for sure. I'm very introverted into myself. And then like coming here, everyone's like so outgoing and wants to know each other and wants to get together and hang out.
There's so much to do. You can go hike or you can go down to the lake.
Go play golf with people that work here. Never been fishing before, get it up here. Snowboarding, I mean, everything I've done with this community and the people has just been super fun.
Academically, I have managed to put much more time and effort after practices, into the books. Before there's a athlete, there's a student.
You grow here a lot more just because the people you're put around and the professors they have here and just the faculty.
The professors actually know your name. It's awesome. They want people to be here and they want people to succeed.
You're never alone. Like there's always resources and people to help you.
This will bring power into this, and then you'll have another one that's going to the light bulb.
Living here has made me much more independent, and it has made me much more of a disciplined person.
Feels like family. You feel supported by everyone you're with. It's a good community.
People are so welcoming here. It's just an awesome environment.
I think it's the best thing about it. I made the best relationships I've made in a really long time here.
Building relationships and deepening your faith, it's allowed me to really go in depth within the scripture.
Something that made me want to come to Simpson was hearing about how people have grown their faith with God.
If you want to continue on growing with your faith, Simpson University is the best place.
There's so much the school has to offer, whether that be like spiritually, academically, sports, like it's just good all around. And it's great people, great mentors, great professors, coaches, you name it. Everyone's here to help and everyone wants to see each other succeed here.
Experience,
learn, grow,
and impact
at Simpson University.
At Simpson University, we believe in more than just earning a degree. We believe in transformation. Experience a community that creates lifelong impact and friendships. Learn from professors who know your name and invest in your future. Grow into the leader you were meant to be, grounded in purpose and faith, and impact the world in ways you never imagined. Your future starts here at Simpson University.
Catch us in action. Wait. Okay. Hello, fans, and welcome back to the James M. Grant Center. Jacob Green joined here by AJ Raffaelli. Here as we get underway for this third set, evening match between the Pacific Union Pioneers making the trip all the way up from Angwin, California, up here to Redding, California, where the Redhawks are taking them on. Heath with the outside hit off the block. PUC somehow keeps it off the floor, dunked over. Tried to get it dumped over off the net. Oh my goodness, volleyball vernacular. Trying to get with it. I've done football and a lot of soccer this year, and getting back into volleyball, getting back into the swing of things. Very difficult to say the least, so my apologies to all you listeners out there who consistently watch any sort of college volleyball where there's a lot better commentary. Now Jimenez outside, Napoleon with the try, goes off the block, and on the PUC side, which results in a Simpson point. And can't help but thank you, AJ, for coming up here in the booth to help me out a little bit. Called men's volleyball when you were actually on the floor last year, and we'll be calling it again in the spring. And before I fully get to you as Man serves this one up, cross court. Now PUC will free ball it over. Oshiro to Sahira. Napoleon outside. Now still keeping it up. Oshiro, oh my goodness. Now PUC with a try again through the block. Jimenez with the up. Mans outside bump. Napoleon will free ball it over cross court. Crazy rally here as PUC's number 3, Paige Marsh, right into the net, and the Redhawks win the rally. Going off of that, to get back to what I was saying, Curly, Sam Nakata, everyone keeping stats over there on that far side. You can see on the huddle cam, and then Jill up here in the booth working the live stream. Just a lot of people behind the scenes I'd like to take the time to thank. And of course, a lot of people that have helped me out as Man serves this into the net. Connor Sutton on the broadcast side of things, and then all the coaches as well that I've talked to throughout the weeks just to try and get extra information about all these games as we bring you the best possible production we can. And just, special thanks to all of them that do a lot of behind-the-scenes work that none of the viewers or parents, family members, friends tuning in would know about. As registering the kill there is Elizabeth Heath off the set from Brooke Sarahina. And of course you, AJ, hopping up here in the booth with me as the color analyst, and the volleyball experience you have obviously playing a huge part in that, but also just the overall brain you have for broadcasting and everything else. So yeah, thanks for joining with me here as this one goes off the block and out of bounds. PUC going on a scoring run here as I freestyle rap these thank yous.
Yeah, it looks like Mariah Napoleon getting a kill off the block there. That's actually her 11th kill. I forgot to note it earlier, but she hit double digits recently. I also forgot to note earlier, it looks like Oshiro has switched from oppo to middle as she served this ball in. And she's diving for this ball, almost gets the pancake. The refs are going to call it down. It definitely was close. Fantastic effort by Oshiro. But as I was saying, it looks like she checked in instead of Shackelford. Looks like Howell will remain as middle as well. And Jimenez will check back in for Oshiro to play libero, as PUC's libero, number 17, Leanne Colantes, will serve this ball. Set up by Sahiria. PUC gets it up. They set it to the oppo. Up by Jimenez. Sarahina throws the ball to the outside. Mariah Napoleon will kill it line, going over, maybe around the block. Very, very well done. She's got 3 kills already in this set for kill number 12. Looking to add more totals to that number. And Simpson looks like they're very much exclusively going through their outsides, Tiara Mans and Mariah Napoleon. Mariah Napoleon with 12 kills, and Tiara is close behind her with 9 as Tatarin serves off this point. Got a set to the middle by the Pioneers, dug up by Tatarin. Sarahina will set it to Howell, and Howell put it away around the middle blocker. Looks like the Redhawks are being very, very efficient, getting a good ball up for their setter, and a 5-1 here, setting their middle, setting their outsides, getting a lot of kills here.
Yeah, they lead 7-2, and as you said, AJ, Napoleon and Mans being those options, working very well as Tatarin serves this up and shanked out of bounds toward the Red Sea over here in the white out here on this left side. They were doing the wave in between sets, which was pretty cool. I haven't seen something like that since that last basketball game against Merced last year. Tatarin to serve it away again, 8-2 here in this third set. Sent off the tape, coming in for it is Colantes. Now off the block, PUC handles it toward out of bounds. Now again, rejected yet again by Heath. And another block shoveled over off the tape, but PUC is going to get the point on the net call by the up ref.
Yeah, I couldn't exactly see the net. The net's kind of blocked by our view of the up ref here. I did want to note, it looks like number 6 of Reese Rogers checked in for the Pioneers. I believe that is a first appearance for her in this match, as Lee will be back to serve for the Pioneers.
There's the serve coming in from Ryan Lee, just a bit shallow. Mello coming in, now set by Sarahina outside. Napoleon off the block. She handles it with the one hand before Lee of PUC gets it. Now it's going to have to be free-balled over. Heath to Sarahina. Right there, shoveled over by Kirsty Howell before PUC sets it back up with the try. Heath with the set to Sarahina outside. Napoleon through the block, registering yet another kill.
Wow, I mean, it really looks like Mariah Napoleon might run away with this set. She already has 4 on the set. 4 out of the 9 Red Hawk points are from her kills directly. If I'm the Red Hawks, I'm going to the hot hand. I'm setting her as many times as it takes. She is back row now, so you have to look for that back row option if you want to go to her, but Mans checks in for the front row as it goes off of her hands. Sarah Hina with a diving play to get this ball up. Jimenez sets a D-ball. Here's Heath with a swing down the line for the libero, and not able to get to it is Lee off the up by Colantes. Very well done. Both teams, I will say this game is very scrappy. As a volleyball player, I love to see it. You love those high energy moments where both teams are hitting the floor, getting great ups, and it's all left to the hitters to create some opportunities. As Napoleon serves this ball a little bit long, and the possession will return back to the Pioneers.
Yeah, just a tad too strong in that serve, but the Red Hawks going on a bit of a run there. Up 10-4. Napoleon checks out for the 4 of Alexia Andea. Now served by PUC Jimenez to Sarah Hina. 10-foot line, Heath leaping for it. Right into the corner. What a heat. What a hit by Elizabeth Heath.
That's a tongue twister. That's tough. I mean, a really great option by Sarah Hina. She's front row, so she's opening up the offense with that D-ball, and Heath, great job putting that ball right on the line ref's foot inbounds as this ball is passed up by the Pioneers, set to the outside. Big swing coming in, dug up by the Red Hawks. Mans with a swing, ball goes back over. Jimenez will set Mans once again. Mans with a big swing, dug up by the Pioneers. They're going to their pins. They try to roll it over. Oshiro gets a touch off the block, trickles down, tries to pick it back up, but unfortunately it will not go her way. Pioneers get that point, and it looks like they're making a libero substitution here. Returning to the floor is Paige Marsh for the middle, and serving will be DeCell.
Yeah, Heath on that hit. I mean, she put it right in front of the toes of that line judge here on this near side, right in that corner. Just a great hit, hitting line. Now Mans with the try, off the block. Jimenez with the one-handed up. Now Mans tries again, off the tape. PUC handles it. They'll reset back up on that far side. And Nara Jefferson just with the shovel over. Jimenez one hand as it rides the net off of Sarah Hina and goes out of bounds for a PUC point.
I just wanted to point out, a lot of the times people don't give the liberos the respect that they deserve because they really only play defense, but Jimenez has 18 digs on this match. She is everywhere at once, getting everything up, as exemplified by this set to Mans. Mans took a big swing off the block, and that will land in. Jimenez getting digs and now assists. She might as well be a setter in the libero position. She's doing a great job getting everywhere. As Sarah Hina will head back to serve. She's now back row, so no dump option, but we've seen before she can do a back row dump and get a point out of that.
Now Sarah Hina serves it. Here's a try from PUC, roofed, but it goes out of bounds. Heath and Oshiro on the block. 12-7, Red Hawks in the lead. As some subs roll in.
Well, as a coach, I will say seeing that block go down is good. What we want to say is for our blockers up there, turn your hands towards the center of the court. You want that ball going back into the court towards their team. So if they can make that adjustment, that ball will be housed next time.
Now Sarah Hina outside, Heath with a try, but rejected by the net. Just got a little too on top of that ball. PUC getting a little bit more life over there on that bench. Serving this one away will be Megan Chun. Mans with the dig to Jimenez. Far side, Heath with the try. Off the block. Diving play by Colantes. Now the try from out of bounds. Jimenez with another dig. One hand set by Sarah Hina. Just couldn't get it up enough for Oshiro right there at that one hole. Unable to get to it with the one hand and thunk it over. Now Chun again with the serve.
Yeah, that's a tough ball. Jimenez trying to do her best to get that ball on the net. Sarah Hina not quite in position, and just leads to a little bit of a discrepancy on the offense as Heath gets this kill from the outside. Red Hawks will get this point, and they will side out, meaning Napoleon will be checking back in. I have a sneaking suspicion, Jacob, that the ball will be going to her on offense. I don't know what it tells me. Maybe it's the 13 kills that she has, but I think we're going to see some big guns out here.
Yeah, 13 kills in a game is insane, and we're not even all the way through the third set. Here's PUC's try at the one hole. Blocked by Oshiro. She read it like a book. Right at the one hole. Oshiro with the rejection. And now Mans will serve it up again for the Pioneers. And yeah, AJ, if this comes back to the Red Hawks side, I anticipate a set going toward that far side for Napoleon. This man serves it up and away. Little top spin. Set from the outside, cross court, but goes out of bounds. Mans will serve it again.
Looks like that ball, which is absolutely smoked, by the way, might have hit Mr. Simpson himself, Noah Brierton, in the crowd. Crowd definitely checking on him, making sure he's okay. Looks like he's all good as this ball is served towards the Pioneers by Mans. The set goes out to the pin. Hit towards the middle back. Mans with a good dig. Serahina sets the outside. Napoleon hits it right to the middle of the court. What did I say? I had a feeling, and they went right to Napoleon. That is her 14th kill, and it looks like the Pioneers will call their first timeout of the third set.
Go anywhere and get a degree, but where are you going to get the degree and have a little bit of a more meaningful impact in your life?
Everyone's like so outgoing and wants to know each other and wants to get together and hang out.
There's so much to do. You can go hike or you can go down to the lake.
Never been fishing before, did it up here. Snowboarding, I mean, everything I've done with this community and the people has just been super fun.
The professors actually know your name. It's awesome. They want people to be here and they want people to succeed.
You're never alone. Like, there's always resources and people to help you.
This will bring power into this.
Something that made me want to come to Simpson was hearing about how people have grown their faith with God.
There's so much the school has to offer, whether that be like spiritually, academically, sports. Like, it's just good all around, and it's great people, great mentors, great professors, coaches, you name it.
Experience,
learn, grow,
and impact
at Simpson University.
Hello, fans, and welcome back to the James M. Grant Center. Jacob Green joined here by AJ Raffaelli as TR Mans will serve it away. And yeah, on that spike going toward the crowd that did hit Mr. Simpson himself, Noah Brierton. Huge Mariners fans and also Seahawks fans, so he is split screening right now, to say the least, between the Mariners and Seahawks game, but also this game, so tri-screening in a sense, which is I mean, that's pretty impressive, all things considered, especially those are three great games going on right now with Simpson up by a score of 16-10 here in this third set. And serving it away here is the Pioneers' number 4, Anaya Thomas. And just out of bounds there. Just a bit too strong and outside the chalk for the Redhawks. PUC post timeout, trying to climb back into this game after they attempted to ice the Redhawks, which they've been doing pretty much all game. This one sent to Jimenez, set up by Serahina outside. Napoleon off the block, tip drill. Now working are the Pioneers, 10-foot line right to Jimenez with another dig. Serahina, now Heath off the block. Jimenez finds herself the ball again. Serahina right there. And Oshiro tried the quick little left hand push over, but didn't quite work. And then on the, I don't even know what you call that, AJ, the chicken wing, if you will, trying to do everything she could to get the ball on the other side of the net, but just didn't quite work out.
Yeah, it's a tough ball as the middle. You're really trying to swing at that ball right out of the setter's hands. As Napoleon puts his ball up, dug up by the Pioneers, set out to the Oppo, blocked by Oshiro. Heath will dig this ball up. Serahina from the 10-foot line to Napoleon. She'll hit it over the net, and it looks like it might have trickled off the hand. No. It just hit the net, and that went out of bounds, so it will be Pioneers' point. But as I was saying, as a middle, that ball goes to the left side. It's really hard to get, as the Redhawks will take their first timeout of the match as we will head to break.
Like golfing? Do you want to help support Simpson Athletics? Well, now you can do both. Sign up for the Simpson University Golf Tournament at simpsonredhawks.com/golf classic. Get a chance to play a full 18 holes at Riverview Country Club in Reading. Participants will receive a Nike Polo and get the opportunity to partake in various challenges and activities throughout the day. Sign up today at simpsonredhawks.com/golf classic. Need a plan for future goals and investments? Call Merrill Lynch Financial Services today. They can help you build a successful financial plan. Simpson alum David Van Dyke is committed to creating a financial plan that will help you reach your long.
Hello, Hello, fans, and welcome back to the James M. Grant Center here in Redding, California. Jacob Green joined here by AJ Raphael. It's great to have you with us. Here's the dig by Mello, set by Serena outside Napoleon. Off the block, PUC pokes it out of bounds over the net on the other side, and the Redhawks get the ball right back after the timeout from head coach Mike Hayworth. Again, it's great to have you with us here on this Thursday night edition of Red Hawk Volleyball. Here's the serve by Oshiro. Sends it deep, set by Chun. Now outside try, roofed by the Redhawks, and PUC unable to handle it off the roof job there from the Red Hawk defense at the net as Oshiro will serve it yet again here in this 18-13 third set. Set by Chun. Now poked over. Serahina to Oshiro. Outside Napoleon. Unable to really jump with that one. A little bit shallow and just ended up shanking it down toward this near side.
I will say props to Howell on the Redhawks as a middle. Her assignment is going to the backside of the setter, but she's making good reads, getting out to that pin and closing that block, which is why that ball got sent back to the Pioneer side. As we see, Colantes will serve the ball in, passed by Mello. Serahina sets Howell in the middle, and it goes off the middle to the 10-foot line. That's Howell's 5th kill. Kind of an unsung hero of this match. The middle's getting stuff done. And I forgot to mention earlier, I think I know what Mike Hayworth's message to the team was in that timeout. Set Mariah Napoleon. That was her 15th kill. And we're not even done with this third set. As Tattering goes back to serve for the Redhawks.
Dunked over from the one hole by Kirsty Howell. Easy dunk right there. Just a little floater on the other side of the net. And using her 5'9" height to her advantage, jumping up, getting on top of it, slamming it down the throat of the Pioneers. As Tattern will serve it away again, 20-14 here in this third set. Chun unable to get to that one off the pass from the back row. 21-14. I'm anticipating a timeout here from PUC after these subs roll in. Serahina will sub out for Riley Bringwald of Simpson.
Yeah, looks like the Pioneers electing to go with the substitution here. Marizita making her first appearance for DeWeese. Instead of using that timeout, they're going to buffer it a little bit with that sub. Kind of a veteran move, as you know in NAIA. Maybe you don't know, but it is the only division of college volleyball that has 0 sub count if you're playing an NAIA school. As Mello digs this ball, set by Tattering to Napoleon, blocked by the Pioneers, tried to dig dug by Bringold, but great job by the Pioneers pressing over the net. They had to make sure to get around that ball, push their hands over the net to the Redhawks side to get that ball to stay on that side. And luckily for them, it works out. They get the ball, they get the possession, and Lee goes back to serve. Ryan Lee back to serve for the Pioneers. The floater across court. Jimenez passes the ball up to Serahina. Serahina sets the back one for Howell, and Howell will go cross court with it and put it away. Very well done by the Redhawks, taking a hard float across the court, passing it nice and high for the setter, running a great back one to get the middle thinking, puts that ball into the open spot on the court. Looks like they will rotate here. Napoleon will be back to serve. Mans checks back in, and Ringgold will also check back in for Serahina.
Now Napoleon to serve it away toward the Pioneers. Sends it toward this near side, set by Lee. Outside try from Jefferson off the block. Mans to Tatteren, 10-foot line, Napoleon leaping for it and blocked by the 8 of Malia DeSalle.
So it actually looks like they are not going to stat that as a block. There's up ref signaled a back row attack, meaning that Mariah Napoleon was 1 foot over the line. That means that it's a hitting error, unfortunately, for Napoleon, but it looks like the Redhawks are really trying to key into that hot hand. They're trying to set her even though she's in the back row. So maybe we'll see more of that. This set's kind of winding down a little bit, but if the Pioneers get some life here, they might bring this back.
Now serve coming in, Jimenez handled. Serahina outside, Mans feeds it right at the 3 of Paige Marsh, who can't handle the heat, sends it way far out of bounds.
That was a powerful swing by Mans, making a statement saying, I want this kill. And that's what you got to do. Sometimes as a hitter, there's no open space. There's a defender right where you want to swing. So challenge that defender. Hit that ball at them make a play. Right there, it works out for Mans as Jimenez will serve this ball up. Tough pass by the Pioneers, set out for the pin. Good down ball, Mans digs it up. Serahina on the net, tips it over. Looks like we got a little bit of back and forth here. Lee sets up the outside for the Pioneers. She'll hit it to the middle back. Almost dug by Ndaya, but that ball will fall. Pioneers get that point. Sometimes you see it in volleyball, ball gets close on the net and you just see back and forth, and it's up to whichever team wants to control that ball, get a good swing out of it, put that ball away. Pioneers capitalizing on that and getting that point.
Now here PUC trying to climb back into it, and it's served right into the tape, and now at game point, the Redhawks up 24-17 for Sarah Hina to serve it away here at match point. And the Redhawks looking to start this 2025 home part of the campaign off on a high note with a win. Sarah Hina to serve it away. Sends it short, shaked by the Pioneers, and the Redhawks open up the 2025 campaign with a win. And it was led by Napoleon's effort of 15 kills, Jimenez's effort of 24 digs, and Tiara Mann's effort of 11 kills. What a great game here today from the women's volleyball team. The Redhawks starting off the season at home just in a great way.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good when you start off your home campaign to go 1-0. Being able to get that first win is great. They hope to continue the next home games with some wins.
And this has been Jacob Green with AJ Raffaelli. The women's volleyball team takes this home/conference opener against the Pioneers 3-0. And we'll be back here for the football game on October 4th in a little over a week. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great night, everybody.